Today is February 28th officially, about 12:30 a.m. 2022. While I was attending a train show in Asheville, the Broadway Limited Paragon 4 EMD F7A&B unit for the Denver Rio Grande Western showed up. Those are the two boxes that they came in. What I am curious about is notice that it says Paragon 3 at the very bottom there, even though it says Paragon 4 up top. That's a manufacturing date of January 2022. Both of them. And here are the vehicles. They look very good. I have test run them because I have learned that's a good idea to do before just turning on the video. They have run very well. Been running them for about 5 minutes or so. And I'm going to pair them with another new addition to the CB&Q fleet. These were purchased for that purpose. Now, ultimately, there needs to be 4 of these, an ABBA combination. I'm going to have to see if I'm going to get all 4 of them. Eventually, maybe I will. I'm on the fence right now as to whether or not to grab 2 more that are powered. Right now, the A unit is the only one powered with some sound. The B unit is a dummy. There's a ton of sound coming out of this little small engine right now, and it's very good. I mean, I applaud Broadway Limited for having such large amounts of sound coming out of the locomotive. I do have a Rolling Thunder module set up on the HO scale layout over here. And during this video, for the first time, I'm going to try to crank it up. But notice that the speakers are currently sitting right here. And so even if the module picks it up, it should do so when the locomotive is pretty much on this end of the table. So it's going to sound a little funky, I think, but we're going to find out. I have not tested that. So I'm going to make a few runs around, let you hear the bells and whistles, just a few of them, simply because Broadway Limit has a lot of bells and whistles tuned into the Paragon 4 locomotives. The DigiTrax unit, actually I'm not using DigiTrax at the moment, I'm using MRC. So the MRC unit that I'm using can easily reach the first 9 functions. You go beyond that, it's a problem. And I'll make a note here that I just pulled out the right transformer for this in another video with some CXX locos. Wow, what's wrong with my tongue? Yeah, excuse me. Anyway, I did some tests with some custom Kato CSX locomotives about a week ago, and I was putting my own sound chip in one of the locomotives, and I tested it, but it turns out after I tested it, I discovered I was using the DigiTrax power supply right here instead of the MRC power supply, and there's a difference in the power ratings. So tonight, again, when I started this one up, it wasn't acting properly. So I decided to go find my power supply for this MRC Prodigy Advanced controller and hook that up, and it's functioning much better. I have not reprogrammed the locomotive yet, so it's still on 003. It's supposed to be 5461, I do believe. And I am going to start it up now. Let's see if I can get the startup sequence going for you. Now, if you compare that sound to what I'm getting out of some MRC chips that I put in some Amtrak vehicles, That's a whole lot louder. That's right out of the box. I haven't made any adjustments to it whatsoever. Okay, the operation is strong. I'm going to give it some power. Speed step 1. Has a flashing dual headlight up front, lighted number boards. This is my steepest grade. Shout out to Factory Direct Hobbies for providing this locomotive. You can visit ShowMyHobby.com and find links to the website. And it would be appreciated if you use those links. Those links, if you purchase anything, will help fund future purchases with Direct Hobbies. Plus I have model train stuff links and there are a few other links. Moving to speed step 2, even though as you can see it is making it up this hill. Slowly but surely. Speed step 2. Yeah, I apologize for such bad camera angles, and sometimes I'm talking, I'm trying to hold and control the trains at the same time, and wherever my hand's pointing, the camera is just not on target. So my apologies for that. Lots of detail. Painting is nice and crisp. Nice closeness between the two car bodies. I've not made any adjustments to the couple of pins thus far, and it has run okay. I'm going to connect it with some Kato locomotives. So again, this is a Broadway Limited locomotive. It is currently the only Broadway Limited locomotive that I have for the CD&Q collection. And I would have selected Kato locomotives if I could have found them. My first attempts on the very first day, I did see an ABBA set, but someone got to it before I did and had already bought it. And since then, they have just not shown up. They're not being manufactured by Kato lately, so I have to try to locate them on the used market, and the best place to do that was eBay. They have not reared up since. So this is coming up on the first loop here. I'll increase the speed to 4 speed steps. Okay, seems like a short. Maybe we need a little more speed to go across this turnout. And you'll see it bundle up a little bit here. As it reaches this turnout, it bobbles coming across it. And you can see that. And once I connect cars to it, I hope it doesn't derail or come apart. Okay, like I said, I'll turn on some of the functions. Alright, my controller is indicating a short from the moment it did it. I have to actually power it down to clear the short. So hold on. And there's supposed to be a small keep alive in the Paragon 4s. So I'll bump it up to about 10 speed steps. We made it that time with no problem. Alright, as it gets back around here, I need to give you some functions. Here's the bell. Longhorn. Sounds like a coupler crank for number 3 there. Number 4. Maybe increased blowers, but don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. I'm just going through the functions. Didn't read any instructions when it came, so. F5. Turning F5 off. F6. Turning F6 off. F7. F7 off. F8. That turns the sound off. F8 back on. And F9 is normally the startup sequence when it's at a standstill. See what it does. Sounds like a air exhaust. When F9 is hit. While it's in motion. Okay, when it gets back around, I am going to stop it. I'm going to load up 4 newly received passenger cars that were received sometime in the last month, but have not been on the track yet. And we'll see how its pulling capability goes. Down to 3 speed steps. 2, 1, and right there is good. Okay, we're at 15 minutes and 30 seconds. I will stop it and we'll put the pulling of the cars in a second video.